Morning. Yay. Hey, guess what? It's April. It's April Fool's Day, but I don't know. I've had too many jokes and tricks. I'm done. Hey, Mom. Great to see you again. Oh, boy. Got some good yoga for you this morning. So today, we're going to play with balance. And the most important thing to remember with balance, especially when things get a little wobbly, because they do, is that balance, the word balance, shares the same root as so many other words that refer to dance, like ballet or bailar or bailare. It's all about dancing, and that's all that balance is. It's just moving a little and keeping that dance going. So set up your mat, set up your music, have a couple more sips of coffee. We're going to start seated, but then we'll get into all the other fun stuff. Woohoo! All right. Well, here we are. So let's do it. Let's start out in that nice, comfortable seated position, whatever that's looking like for you today. Get out the wiggles. And then when you're feeling comfortable, just close your eyes and focus in on those deep breaths. In and out through your nose. And remember, you don't have to do anything with those deep breaths. Just breathe. We're going to give those deep breaths a little more room. On your next inhale, reach your arms up, lifting your ribs away from your hips. Get tall. Staying tall. Exhale. Hands back in your lap. Another deep breath in. Reach up, lift up, get tall. Stay tall. Exhale. Hands back in your lap. Bring your attention to your inhales. Slow them down, take your time, and notice what moves as you breathe. going to open your eyes. We're going to take those deep breaths and we're going to move them around. Take a deep breath in and reach up. Lift up, get tall. Exhale, bow forward. Reaching forward along the floor just as far as you feel comfortable. You can release the muscles in your neck and let your head hang if that feels okay. And feel your back widen as you inhale. Inhale up, reach up, lift up, get tall, and exhale and twist. Nice deep breaths right into the center of your body. Feel your abdomen expand. And inhale up, reach up, lift up, get tall. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale up, reach up, lift up, get tall. Exhale up and over to one side. Top shoulder rolls back, top arm reaches over, and take those deep breaths right into your rib cage. Keep reaching, keep breathing, and roll that top shoulder down towards the floor. Feel the stretch move into your back, and let your breath follow. Inhale up. Exhale, other side. Top arm reaching over, top shoulder rolls back a little bit. Arching your rib cage up towards the ceiling. Feel those nice deep breaths expand. Keep reaching, keep breathing. Roll that shoulder down towards the floor. Feel the stretch move into your back, and let your breath follow it. Inhale up, reach up, lift up, get tall. Exhale, round. Reach forward, round your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, open, and breathe right into your chest, expand. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, hands back in your lap. Close your eyes for a second. Take a few deep breaths. And let everything expand at the same time. All right. Come on up to all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And when you're putting your hands down, go fingertips first. Then that first big set of knuckles. Then your palms. Balancing your weight a little more evenly. Starting off with our extreme exhale. So you can get started if you already know what you're doing. Otherwise, I'll talk you through it. Starting with that forceful exhale. Blowing out as much air as you can. And then keep pushing. You'll feel those abdominal muscles crank down. And you want to just keep pushing. Every last little drop of air. Push, push, push. Trying to empty your lungs. You can't, but you're going to try. Keep pushing, and then when you can't push anymore, you're just going to relax those abdominal muscles. And you'll be surprised at this amazingly deep breath you get. Hardly with any work. Keep that going at your own pace. We'll just do a bunch of these. Keep going. I've just got an extra little challenge for you. As you're exhaling, resist the temptation to flex through your spine and your hips. Think instead of lengthening, tailbone and crown of your head reaching apart, keeping your back nice and long, even as you're cranking out those last little shreds of air. Everyone do one more. And then when you're done, sit back. Let's get a little wrist break. Just gently interlace your fingers and circle those wrists around a little bit. All right, way to wake up that core. Strengthening your transverse abdominis, your deepest abdominal muscle, and the one that helps to support your spine with everything that you do. When you're sitting, remind yourself to wake that up every so often with a little burst of air. If you're about to lift something heavy, that's another time to just wake it up again. It's going to help support your back. All right, come on back down. We're going to go right into our spinal balance. So we are going to be using that core. Taking a little balance, starting close to the floor on our balancing work. So let's reach that right leg back. toes resting on the floor. And really reach that leg. Pay attention to your quads. So engage your quads on that right leg, making it as long as you can. Keep your right hip pointed down at the floor. Shift your weight over into that right arm, slight protraction, so that you got a little bit of space in that shoulder, and reach your left arm forward, bicep by your ear, and really reach. Feel that shoulder blade slide up your rib cage. You're getting as long as you can in the center of your body. Nice deep breath, and lift that right leg. And as you engage your glutes to lift that leg, make sure that your knee and your hip are still pointed at the floor. Don't let them rotate out to the side. And then reach a little more with a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, curl your elbow towards your knee. Start small, focus on that stability. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Maybe go a little deeper. And if you're super wobbly, just do it really small. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Going as deep as you can. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. And then inhale, reach and hold it. Breathing deeply, reaching, stretching. And then release it down. And reach your left leg back. Toes on the floor. Really engage those quads. Make that leg long. Shift your weight over to your left arm. Push the floor away a little bit. Get a little protraction in your shoulder. Reach that right arm forward, bicep by your ear. Now engage your glutes and lift that left leg up. And remember to keep your knee and your hip still pointed down at the floor. Inhale, reach. Get a little longer. Exhale, curl. Start small. Focus on your stability. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Maybe go a little deeper. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. 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 Inhale, reach. Last one. Exhale, curl. And inhale, reach and hold it there. Breathing deeply, reaching, stretching, and then release it down. Nice deep breaths. We're going to go right into our cat and cow. Just kind of move that spine around a little bit more. Take a nice deep breath in. Retract and depress your shoulder blades. Tilt your hips. Scoop your chest up. And then exhale. Protract and elevate your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone. Tuck your chin. Inhale. Retract. Depress. Tilt. Look up. Exhale. Protract. Elevate. Tuck. Round. Keep that going at your own pace. Follow your own breathing. Couple more deep breaths in. And then when you're ready, exhale back down into neutral spine. Let's take a quick little wrist break. All right, and then back to all fours. We're getting a down dog, and we're gonna find our mountain pose in a second here. So plant your hands in the floor. If you want an extra stretch ever when we're down in an all fours position or a down dog, really widen out your fingers. Try it and see how it feels. It can be a nice stretch for your palms. It's a stretch for your wrists too, so pay attention, make sure that's not too intense. But it can feel really good. Turn your toes under. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, push and pull back into down dog. Setting yourself up, really pull your hips back. Press your chest back towards your knees, getting your biceps by your ears. And let's start walking this dog. Pressing one heel down, pull the other knee in. And for now, keep your hips square. So we're focusing that stretch on your calves and your hamstrings. And then you can start letting those hips move up and down, side to side. You'll feel that stretch. Ooh, yeah. Move around a little bit. You're also moving through your joints. Getting those joints moving. Hips, knees, ankles, toes. If you've got a spot that's really talking to you in this, go there. Go to where you feel like you need the stretch the most. And then even yourself out. Bend both knees evenly, coming up onto the balls of your feet. Scoop your tailbone to the ceiling. And then start to press your knees back. Start to press your heels down and just come down as far as you can without losing that feeling of scooping your tailbone up. Couple deep breaths. And then walk your feet to your hands. Take a nice deep breath in, come all the way up. And exhale, mountain pose. All right. First things first, let's balance our weight evenly on our feet, front to back, side to side. And your feet can be together or hip distance or anywhere in between. Just wherever you're feeling most comfortable. We all have a side we like to stand on more. So get that side to side going and find where you're balanced evenly. And shake those shoulders back and down. And just take some nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. You're breathing in, up the front of your body, lift up on your quads. Belly button goes in and up, ribs away from hips. Sternum lifts up, crown of your head lifts up. As you exhale, you're breathing out down the back of your body. Shoulders go back and down, tailbone points down towards the floor. And just take some nice deep breaths right here. And let's get taller. As you inhale, reach up, lift up, lift your ribs away from your hips, get a little taller, and then exhale back down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Take a couple deep breaths right here. And we're going to do a few more just like that. But we're going to ground our feet in a special way. So picture yourself on an elevator, one of those really fast ones. And when the elevator is going up very quickly, think about how it feels, how you feel like your whole body is pressing down towards the floor more. That's the feeling you want in your feet right now. So we're going to really ground those feet. The rest of your body, though, you want it to feel like an express elevator going down, where you suddenly feel like you're floating a little bit. Feet are still on the ground, but you're floating everything else. So your feet, you're going up in an elevator. The rest of your body, you're going down in an elevator. So see if you can imagine, if you can feel that feeling, and the next time you breathe in and reach up, feel your feet grounding into the floor as the rest of you floats up. Nice deep breath in. Here we go. We're up and down at the same time. And exhale. A couple more times. All right, we're going to add on. Inhale, come up. Exhale, let's swan dive down, hinging at your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to for that forward fold. Try to get that stomach to thigh connection, chest to knee connection. Hands are wherever, knees are as bent as they need to be. And then here comes the fun part. Tuck your chin in. And that extra little tuck is going to talk to your hamstrings. Imagine the crown of your head reaching down towards the tops of your feet. And then take a nice deep breath in and come into a half lift, pulling your chest away from your knees, reaching the crown of your head forward, reaching your tailbone back. And then exhale back down into your forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Now let's inhale with a reverse swan dive, coming all the way back up. Reach up at the top. Remember those elevators. And then come on back down. Whew. Now let's do that again. Inhale out. Exhale, hinge down at your hips. Fold and round into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift, reaching the crown of your head away. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way back up. Reach up at the top. And exhale, mountain. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way back up. Reach up at the top. Exhale, mountain. Let's do it one more time and then we'll add on. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way back up. Reach up at the top. Ooh, and exhale, mountain pose. All right, we're going to add on that vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift, nice deep breath in. Hands down right underneath your shoulders. Step it back. Let's find our plank. Hands are right underneath your shoulders, not too wide. Tucking hips and ribs together. Quads are engaged too. And I want you to imagine that you are trying to pull your toes to your hands with that contraction in the center of your body. They're probably not going to move, but that's okay. That's the whole point. Feel that. Woo! Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale and lower down chaturanga. Elbows straight back, chest and chin hover above the floor. Don't worry if your belly flopped. I got some modifications. Scoop it forward and up into up dog. Shoulders are retracted and depressed. Watch out for this. Back, down. Turn your toes under and pull it back. Down dog. Again, inhale, plank. You can do this one on your knees. Exhale, chaturanga, same thing. Just bring it down to your knees. Inhale, scoop it up into up dog or baby cobra, rib cage on the floor. Exhale, pull it back to down dog or child pose. All those little modifications, easier on your wrists, elbows, shoulders, lower back. Take them if you need them. Let's do it again. Inhale into plank. On your knees or on your toes. Exhale, chaturanga, knees or toes. Inhale, scoop it forward and up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, pull back, down dog or child pose. Inhale your feet to your hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, reverse swan dive all the way back up. Reach up at the top and exhale, mountain pose. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Hands down, step back plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop it forward and up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, pull it back, down dog or child pose. Inhale, feet to hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, coming all the way back up. Reach up at the top and exhale, mountain pose. Let's do it one more time and then we're going to add on. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift, deep breath. Hands down, step back plank, go through your vinyasa. Inhale, feet to hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way back up, reach up at the top. Exhale, mountain pose. Yes. All right, we're gonna add on our warriors today. We're gonna work those quads. Take a nice deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, down you go. Inhale, half lift, big deep breath. Hands down, step back plank, go through your vinyasa. All right, from down dog, step your right foot all the way up between your hands. Now remember, if it doesn't get all the way up, that's okay. If you get stuck halfway, grab hold of your ankle, help it on up. Drop your left heel down. We're coming into our warrior lunge. So a lot of times it's a little easier to find that warrior lunge from a standing position. That's fine too. Come on up, set your feet up, and then lunge down. That's all good. You want to make sure your right knee is over your right ankle. You want to make sure your chest is up nice and tall. Now focus in on that left leg. Engage your quads and press that heel back. So we're making that left leg as long and as strong as you can. And then squeeze your glutes on that left side to reach your left hip forward towards the upper corner of your mat. Your right knee stays over your right ankle. And then let your upper body twist so that you're square over that front leg. Arms, just reach up. Warrior one. Now you can just reach your arms up over your head all by themselves. That's fine. You could bring your palms together, maybe even elevate those shoulders, really reaching up, getting an extra stretch. Whatever warrior one is working for you today. Keep engaging your quads on that left leg. Stay strong. Keep it low in the lunge. We're going to open out into warrior two. You can let that left foot open out to the side a little bit. Right knee stays over your right ankle, and your shoulders aren't forward. Your shoulders are over your hips, reaching in opposite directions. Engage the quads on that left leg. Keep breathing. Stay low in your lunge. Flip that right hand, palm up, and we're going to reverse that warrior. Right arm reaches up. Stay low in the lunge, keeping your right knee over your right ankle. You're reaching that right arm up. Not just your arm, but your whole side. Imagine that right side just lifting up towards the ceiling. And then bring your right elbow down. Top of your right thigh. Sweeping that left arm back, up, over. Extended angle, creating that huge long line on the left side of your body. Keep breathing. Here comes the fun part. Stay low in that lunge. Keep your right knee over your right ankle. And we're going to lift back up into warrior two. Shoulders over hips. And then hands come down. Step back into plank. Nice deep breath in. And then go through your vinyasa. Take a nice deep breath in and step that left foot all the way up between your hands. Right heel comes down. Knee over ankle on the left. Whether your thigh is parallel to the floor is secondary, but definitely have that knee over ankle. Pressing that right heel back, really engage your quads, make that leg long. Squeezing through your glutes, reaching that right hip forward. Woo! Keeping that left knee over your ankle. And then keep rotating your upper body so your chest and shoulders are square over that front leg. Reach it up, find your warrior one. Whatever it's looking like for you today. Whew. Staying low, we're going to open out warrior two. That right foot can open out to the side a little bit. Left knee stays over ankle, shoulders over hips. So resist the temptation to lean. Keep your shoulders right over your hips. Gaze follows out over your left arm. Stay low. Flip that left hand palm up and reverse. Reverse your warrior, reaching up, not just with your left hand, not just with your left arm, with your entire left side, reaching up towards the ceiling. Staying low in that lunge, keeping your left knee over your left ankle, breathing deeply. And then elbow comes down. Let's find that extended angle, right arm up and over and reach. Go for that long line. Reach, reach, reach. Breathing deeply. All right, now press that left foot into the floor. Come back up. Warrior two, stay low in your lunge. Shoulders over hips. Knee over ankle, shoulders over hips, keep breathing. And then hands come down. Inhale back into plank, nice deep breath in, and go through your vinyasa. Whew. And inhale, feet to hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way back up. Reach up at the top. And exhale, mountain pose. All right. So it should feel a little more open, front to back. Now we're going to open up side to side with Ardha Chandrasana. And I gotta find a spot where I can stand where I'm not gonna whack my hands against a beam here. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna be off center. So Ardha Chandrasana, we're gonna go a little side to side. For this one, you want your toes and ankles touching, your knees together. And as we go side to side, this is gonna feel a little wobbly. Just go with it, you're gonna be great. Take a deep breath in, reach up, and let me show you this before my hands disappear. You're gonna bring your palms together, interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, and cross your thumbs. So this is a nice, strong grip. So as you reach up, palms together, interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. And then just, here we go. Just reach that up. Now watch out because your shoulders are going to want to come with this way. So retract your shoulders. Retract those shoulder blades. They're even a tiny bit depressed. You're pulling your biceps behind your ears. So if your shoulders are kind of tight, you might have to bend your elbows to really get those arms back, and that's absolutely okay. So go ahead and do that so that you feel that stretch across your chest. And then as your shoulders loosen up and warm up, then maybe you can lock out those elbows up overhead. Now check out what happens to your lower back. For a lot of us, when those arms go up, booty goes back. So watch out for bimbo butt. Squeeze your glutes, tuck that tailbone under. You actually want your hips to go a little bit forward. But of course, we're not going forward and then sinking into the lower back. We're going forward and then lifting through the sternum. So really extend up through that spine. Lift up on your quads, squeeze your butt, tuck that tailbone under, push those hips slightly forward, shoulders back, down, and pushing your sternum towards the ceiling. Now, gently push your hips to the right. And as you push your hips to the right, your upper body's going to come over to the left, just as a consequence of the shift in balance. And then come back to center and push your hips to the left and let your upper body come over to the right. And then back to center. Pushing to the right, dropping to the left, and I might be the opposite in your screen. It's okay, just side to side is your goal. As you come back to center, you're going to inhale and get a little taller. As you go over to the side, exhale. Start very shallow. Don't go too deep with these side to side movements. Not only are you challenging your balance, but you got to check in with those hips because you want your hips and your chest to stay square to the front. So a lot of times we'll have kind of one hip's in front, or as you drop down, one shoulder, the top shoulder typically will drop forward. So you only want to go over as far as you can while keeping everything square to the front. The other thing to watch for is that this movement's actually coming from your hips. You push your hips first, then your upper body comes over. So it's not from your rib cage, it's from your hips. Ardha Chandrasana is half moon. So you want to get that half moon all the way down the side of your body, from your fingertips down to your foot. Inhaling as you come to center, exhaling as you go to the side. If you want a little more of a stretch for your shoulder, use your bottom arm to pull your top arm over. Just keep this going. Remember which side you started on. Even yourself out. Keeping that grip for just a second. I know those shoulders are probably talking to you. And then release that grip. And let your arms come down. Staying tall. in the center of your body. Now just for funsies, to kind of shake out those shoulders a little bit, take your feet out a little wider than your hips. And we're just going to twist. And as you twist, let that twist, it's just a little pop with your hip on each side, and just let your arms just swing around. This is another good desk break, by the way. Do Ardha Chandrasana and then do this. Ah. All right. And then let it get smaller and smaller. Okay. All right, we're ready for balancing on one leg at a time. Oh no, you're gonna be fine. Remember, balance, ballet, it's a dance. So, step towards the back of your mat so you got a little space in front of you. We're gonna do what's called balancing stick. And we're gonna start very small and then gradually build our way in. So toes and ankles are touching. Take a nice deep breath in, reach up, and let's get that same grip we just had for Ardha Chandrasana. So interlace your fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, and maybe those shoulders are nice and warmed up. So maybe you can reach those arms up. We're running into beams again. Reach those arms up. Chest is lifted. Everything's nice and tall. Biceps behind your ears. Now step that right foot forward. Just a little step, and shift your weight onto your right foot. Think of lifting up on your quads. And where you want to feel your weight on that right foot is right up in the ball of your foot. So you should be able to float that heel. Quads are lifting up. Sternum is lifting up. Now, till you weight that left foot, point your toes and reach it back, just like we did for spinal balance. Reaching your fingers up, reaching those toes back. Quads are engaged, both legs working hard. Think of squeezing that left thigh in towards your right thigh. And we're just going to hang out right here, reaching up and reaching back. Feel your balance in that right foot. And then step that left foot back. Keep your arms there. And we're going to step forward on the left foot. And do the same thing. First, shift your balance into that left foot, up into the ball of your left foot. Quads are lifting up like crazy. Chest is lifting up. Shoulders are back and down. And then when you're ready, de-weight that right foot, point your toes, lock out that leg, make it nice and strong. Engage through your quads. Squeeze your right thigh in towards your left thigh. And then reach, get nice and long. Big long line, fingers to toes. And then step that right foot down, step your left foot back to join it, and release your arms down, give your shoulders a little break. So that is step one of balancing stick. And you can hang out in step one for as long as you want. Or I can show you the next step. So let's try that again. Maybe you'll go a little deeper. So let's reach up, get that grip. Interlace your fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, biceps are back behind your ears, sternum is nice and tall. Step forward on that right leg and shift your balance forward into the ball of that right foot. Lift up on your quads. When you're ready, de-weight that left foot, point your toes, lock out that leg, make it strong. Squeeze your left thigh in towards your right. That's very important. Now here's where we're going next. That left leg is going to lift up and back, and as it does, that upper body is going to start to come forward. Now, several things to pay attention to. Your shoulders are back and down. Your biceps are behind your ears. Your left hip is even with your right hip. It's not opening out, so squeeze that left thigh in towards your right. Your right leg is still solid, locked, strong. Quads are lifting up. You're reaching your toes back on that left leg. And then step it back. Feet together. Keep your arms there. We're going to do it on the other side. Left leg steps forward. Shift your weight forward into the ball of that left foot. Lift up on your quads. De-weight that right foot. Pick it up. Lengthen that leg. Lock it out. Quads. Squeeze your right thigh in towards your left. Chest is lifting up. Take a nice deep breath in, get a little longer. That right leg comes up and your upper body starts to go down. Right hip is still pointed towards the wall or the floor. It's square. Your right thigh is still squeezing in towards your left. Toes are reaching back. Fingers are reaching forward. Biceps behind your ears. And that left leg is still locked out, solid, strong. And then step your feet back. Woo! Release your arms down. And take a couple deep breaths. Now the goal, the ultimate, the deepest expression, I guess I should say, of balancing stick is to tip your body all the way forward until you're making a capital letter T and you're parallel to the floor. But we just did a couple of little baby steps today. Someday we'll get back to it, I'm sure. So that is balancing stick, and that is getting all of this warmed up for the next thing. I'm going to get a quick sip of water here. Feel free to join me. Alrighty. Next one. Let's see, I think I'll face you on this one. We're going to start with our toes and ankles touching. And shift your weight over to that right leg. And kind of let your left leg be nice and relaxed. Feel that weight in the ball of your right foot. So you should be able to float that heel. And what that means is that you're locking this leg up and not back. So when I say lock your leg, it's not hyperextending and jamming all your weight down into your joints. It's about lifting up on those quads and squeezing through your glutes. This leg is very active. So find that balance point up on the ball of your foot. And then when you're ready, you're going to de-weight that left and pick it up. Right in front of you. Your grip is interlaced, strong interlaced fingers right underneath that kneecap. So this grip is what's holding this leg up. Your arms are nice and relaxed. They're just cables on a suspension bridge. This leg is nice and relaxed. So the grip is holding on to everything that's happening on your left side so that you can focus all of your attention on that right leg. So check in with that right leg. You keep holding. Check in with that right leg. Can you float your heel up off the floor? If you can, it means you're locking up and not back. How are those quads doing? How are your calves feeling? You're lifting up. Your belly button goes in and up. Ribs away from hips. Quads engaged. Glutes engaged. And then release that left leg down. Balance your weight evenly first, and then shift over to the left. Shifting that weight over to the left. Same thing here. Feel your weight forward in the ball of your foot. Lift up on your quads. Squeeze through your glutes. Belly button in and up. Abs are nice and tight, so you're lifting your ribs away from your hips. It's like you're trying to create as much space in this joint as possible. Because if you let yourself just ka-chunk down into that hip, your balance is not in your control. So you think of engaging all those muscles and lifting away from that hip, and then you've got control over your balance. So find that control, and then when you're ready, interlace those fingers, nice tight grip, and pick that knee up. And then check in, float that heel. If you can float your heel, then you're locking up and not back. If your weight is in your heel, you need to squeeze your butt, tuck that tailbone under, and start lifting up the front of your body. Now, if you are not yet at a place where you can grab your knee, that's okay. You can just kind of float your toes up over the floor. And you'll get there. You just keep working those hip flexors a little bit, and you'll be able to lift that leg up. And then once you've got your grip on your knee, you can relax that leg. Keep breathing. And then release it down. And give it a little shake. Woo. All right, we're going to do one more balance, and it's tree pose. Many of the same concepts apply. For that standing leg, it's the same. It's just the other leg that we're going to do some different stuff with. So same thing, shift over into that right leg, lift up on your quads, squeeze through your glutes, belly button goes in and up. Your ribs are away from your hips, sternum is lifted up nice and tall. And you got lots of options with tree pose. You can start by just pressing the sole of your foot into your ankle. That's great. If maybe your calf will work, that's great. If you want to pick that foot up and press it to the inside of your thigh, you can also do that. So those are some options. You never want to press your foot against your knee. So make sure that you're either below or above. Or if your left knee says it's okay and your hip says it's okay, grab a hold of your foot in your right hand. Ooh, did you hear that? That's fun. And you're going to pull it up this way. Slightly different kind of tree pose. So you do you. Find your tree today, whatever that is looking like, and make sure that whichever one you choose, you are still lifting through your upper body and you are still squeezing through your glutes. It's very easy when we've got this leg, especially when that foot is up towards your hip. It is very easy to let that lower back go down and let your hips tighten up. So stay lifted, stay tall. Wherever your tree is today. And then release it down and shake it out. And let's shift over to the left side. Lift up on your quads, squeeze through your glutes. Lift your ribs away from your hips. De-weight that right foot, and you got lots of options just against your ankle, against your calf, up against the inside of your thigh, or grab a hold of that foot from your left hand, pull it in towards the center of your body, and let that knee go back and down. Very intense on the knees. So just listen to your knees in that one. And then you can either have both hands in prayer, or if you're holding on to one foot, just one hand in prayer. You can still float that heel. Quads are engaged, glutes are engaged, abs are engaged, lifting up, getting tall. Sit down. And give it a little shake. Let's bring it down to the floor. And we're going to give everything just a quick massage here with wind removing pose. So roll on back. Pull your right knee into your chest. And remember that nice tight grip? Interlace your fingers just below your kneecap. And then you're going to pull that leg out towards the side and in towards your armpit. And just get it as close as you can. You're going for a nice deep flexion in your right hip, but you're using your arms to do it. So this leg is relaxed, your core is relaxed. You're just pulling that leg in as close as you can. And if you feel like that left calf is kind of popped up off the floor, flex your left foot and press your heel away to lengthen that leg along the floor. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, pull that right knee in a little closer. And then release that right leg down, and you'll feel all that freshly oxygenated blood go rushing down through your right leg. Let's get the left leg going. Interlace your fingers just about below your kneecap. Pull that leg out, around, and in towards your armpit. Your arms are doing the work. Let your leg relax. Let your abdominal muscles relax. Take deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Pull that leg in. Strong arms working. Right leg is reaching out along the floor. Keep taking those deep breaths. And then release your left leg out. Ooh, nice warm tinglies going down your left leg. And then pull both knees into your chest. Just rock side to side. Then rock and roll up. Let's come back to a seated position. Right where we started. Okay. Great work. Thanks for being here. Take a nice deep breath in. Reach up. Palms touch. Exhale. Hands down to heart center. And it's just been really wonderful for me to do these classes for you and to see so many of you join me live and then to get little notices throughout the rest of the day for those of you who join me a little later. I love hearing from you. And if you have any questions, if you need modifications, if there's a crazy awesome yoga pose you've always wanted to know how to do, just let me know. You've got any special requests, let me know. And I will put something together just for you. Thank you so much for being here. And have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Namaste. Oh, I see it. I see all the little loves. Thanks so much, you guys. Thanks for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow.